Hey all, Joe here, and here we are to go over who I personally think may become the best fighters in patch 1.1.5 after all the nerfs did just go down. Of course, all these choices are what I personally think to myself, but please tell me your own opinions down below. Really, we can't know for sure who's going to climb the ladder until a few months in the future, but it's really fun to speculate, at least it's fun for me. With all that said though, let's get to predicting. First off, I want to say a very solid choice that I feel like could become one of the best, but most likely will just stay as a very good character, and that is of course Mario. Now Mario's always been a powerhouse in this game, and he just has results that really show that. He's always done well from the beginning of the game to right now. He almost always places high and has a multitude of strong players at his side, including Ally and just a ton of other people. He's a pretty easy character to play with a ton of combos, a huge amount of kill power, and of course a really nice grab. Overall, he's just very solid, and I wouldn't be too surprised if he would be considered one of the best in the near future. So Rosalina and Luma has always been stuck as a strong fighter, but not the best fighter in the game. Mainly for the fact that a lot of the other high tiers, aka Zeus, Samus, Sheik, and Meta Knight, all did very well versus the Rosalina player. But the thing is, all of those people got nerfed in this patch, and with those nerfs, it inherently makes her have better matchups versus more of the cast, and that could make you think of her as a more solid and a more safe pick to pick as a main. She's always had pretty good results from the people of DeBuzz and a few others, and in general, I could definitely see her doing much better after her competitors got hit quite hard, and she really didn't get hit at all. As for someone that I feel like could sneak up on the meta into the top places, it is of course Ryu. Now ever since his release, he's been considered very strong and has some outright broken combos slash finishing moves that are just some of the best in the entire game. I've always found some personal problems with Ryu versus Sheik of course, mainly for the fact that she was just more safe and your risk versus reward ratio really wasn't quite as great as hers. But with her down for the count, at least for now, I could see Ryu doing very well. He seems to do okay versus other top tiers, and then in the hands of someone great with a lot of reads also, he can pull off some magic wins. Maybe he won't be the most consistent winner of all time, but I'm calling that he'll win at least a few more big tournaments soon. Next, I do have to say, of course, Bayonetta, but she is very controversial. She's so new, so a lot of people don't want to say she's too good, but the other half of the community has been calling her #2 best since a month after her release or so. She's definitely a very strong fighter, and I could see her going to the top of the list. We've heard Zero's opinion on this character, and in general, it could happen. With most other top tiers getting nerfed, and her nerfs really not mattering that much, there definitely is the possibility. Overall, she's just a very strong and solid character, has a ton of combos, ton of kill power, and just has everything you'd really want a top tier to have. I personally wouldn't love this, as I feel Bayonetta makes a lot of the player base angry, especially if she would be the best character in the game, but still, I could see it maybe happen. Finally, I'm feeling that Zero Suit Samus will most likely, in my spectator opinion, probably be the best, at least for what I'm thinking. For the last few months, she has been holding the spot right under Sheik, and with Sheik nerfed a lot, it can be easy to see why I think Zero Suit Samus will be the future's top contender, at least for now. She has had great and very consistent results, with quite a few players maining her for months, and has already had quite a bit of popularity, which keeps her metagame advancing for now and in the future. She has always been one of the most powerful, and this patch may just be her time to shine as the best. Now, I must mention that she did get a nerf, which does damage her quite a bit, but I don't feel like it's enough to make her bad or even way too much worse. She's still very strong and very viable from what I've seen so far in tournaments post-nerf, and her being the best could definitely happen. And there you have it, my own opinions on this future matter, which may come to pass, may not come to pass, we're really gonna have to see. Of course, it's just what I'm personally thinking, so yeah, keep that in mind. It's not like what's true and what's a fact and everything, it's just what I'm thinking. With that said, make sure to tell me what you were thinking in the comments, and please don't start a flame war on one side or the other. Let's be civil about this and keep it all chill. This is just a game after all. Leave a like if you've been enjoying these top 5s relating to patches. I feel like these are pretty fun, and I feel like a lot of you guys have been enjoying them. Subscribe if you want any more of these type of videos, and comment down below any future things you want me to do talking about the patches. With all that said, thank you all for watching, and I'll be seeing you all next time.